A new development in the stadium saga story. Northland State Rep Mike Jones says the mayor is offering hundreds of millions to the Royals to build a new ballpark in the city. But Mayor Lucas says that is not the case. KMBC 9's Jackson Kurtz spoke to the mayor. He's live at the sports complex right now. Jackson.
Yeah, Chris, Mayor Lucas straight up told us that some of that is not true. This is the statement that was put out earlier. He told us that he wants something done that is fair to taxpayers before the lease is up for both teams in 2031. In a social media post, State Representative Mike Jones out of Platte County says Mayor Lucas is looking to direct $500 million in taxpayer money through KC Port Authority to build a stadium in KC without a public vote.
I have not, and so I think the longer term question for us is going to be, in some ways there's been so much speculation as it relates to the baseball stadium issue. I'm not going to participate in all the speculation on the baseball stadium issue.
Lucas told us any package to keep the Royals in KC will come through City Council.
City Council vote, I think that's good. I mean, at least somebody that represents the people. I think the people need to have a voice one way or another.
We want to find a way to get the Royals to stay in Kansas City. And a big part of how we want to do that is to make sure that we're talking about any type of package that's fair and responsible to our taxpayers.
Meanwhile, Jones says he plans to introduce a bill in Jeff City requiring a vote on any local funding over $100 million related to the Show Me Sports Investment Act.
It's pretty simple. I think this should be a bipartisan effort. Being on the side of the taxpayer shouldn't be Republican or Democrat. It's just common sense.
Now, Jones told us that he wants the Royals to stay in KC, but voters must have a say in that. And as far as communication goes with the team, Lucas says that progress is being made with the Royals to keep the team in Kansas City. Live from the Truman Sports Complex tonight, Jackson Kurtz, KMBC 9 News.
Jackson, thanks. The Royals told us they had no comment on this story.